From afar and near, club members came to witness the making of a Commodore, Gary Jorgensen, but they also came to enjoy a good party.
The Jorgensen family farm. Some of it has been sold off since then, but some of it they still keep, and they farm. But Gary spent most of his summers up at the farm. So that's Grandpa Jorgensen, about 1950, with a big, great cherry orchard, great crop that year. So I was asking Gary, I go, what do they grow now now that it's a bunch of years later? And he goes, oh, they alternate between corn and soybean. So I was actually doing a little looking to see what is the most expanding crop in the area, and it appears to be cannabis. So Gary, I know you haven't been back there for a few years. But I'm wondering, when you do go back to your family farm, if this is what you're going to see. So this is a picture of Gary when he was just a little one, and he's the little one right there with the big old smile that we still have. So Gary's one of 3 kids. He has an older brother, Steve, then him, and younger sister, Debbie. After Steve was born...
That's the bridge.
After Steve was born, his mom, well, kind of as y'all guessed, Gary's really comfortable in his role as Vice Commodore because there we are. He can't make this up. He decided to go to the Ohio State University. Ooh. So he did go there, and he graduated in 1989. There it is. And then he took a job at Motorola in Chicago, so he moved to Chicago. The really cool thing about this is they brought the first digital phone to the market in 1992. Well, before that all happened, about 2 months after he started working at Motorola, there was a big buzz in the office one day. There's a girl interviewing, and she's really hot. And there we go. There's Dawn. Just graduated from the Columbia School of Engineering. So she finally convinced Gary, though, to take sailing lessons. And they actually had their first date. There's a picture of them on their first date. So what's Gary do? If you guys know Dawn, she doesn't like swimming a whole lot. So what's Gary do on the first date? Turtles to 420. He tells her it's a drill, and she must have bought it because they're still together. But ultimately, they ended up with their first selfie. They did a lot of sailing. They were hooked after that. They did a lot of sailing. They did this race called the Chicago Mackinac race. Which if you go back to your home here, Mackinac Island is right up there. And it's a 333-mile freshwater race. So the longest freshwater race that's around. So Don has done 6 of these races, and Gary's done 5. So we have Don at the wheel on one of the races. This is 1992, one of the races. That's a great shot of Chicago. Yep. 1993 and 1995. And in 2001, they got married on May 26th, 2001. They got married at the little church over here in Point Loma. And so they just celebrated their 20th wedding anniversary a few weeks ago. And in 2017, they bought their current boat, the new First Light, which is a Beneteau 38.1, which they still have. But Gary's always present with this amazing, amazing smile and his determination. And so with all of that, we all know that he is ready to lead our club as Commodore into 2022.
Hear, hear.
Thank you. I was wondering how she was going to try and make my life entertaining, because it's like, sat in a cube, wrote some code, sailed some boats, Yeah. So I wanted to thank Debbie and Dave, who've really become great friends. And we've been hanging out with them a lot lately, and it's really been a lot of fun. And of course, Steve and Maria, same thing. This year's board is just super tight, same with last year. It's really a lot of fun to be around this group. So thank you guys very much, and to the whole board that's here. I also really, I gotta do it again, want everybody to give a big round of applause for Junior Staff Commodore Ryan Hunter. Because he had the year nobody wanted. And
You need some pants.
yes, and we're taking a collection for pants for Ryan, in case you didn't see. So.
Or suntan lotion.
Yeah, I mean, you look around at the state of the club today, and the fact that we are at our largest point ever, how great things are going. If any of you, I think everybody in this room has been down here on Fridays and seen what it's like, but if you haven't, come on down. And a lot of that, I mean, the whole board the last few years has to get a lot of credit, but Ryan and Steve in particular, and their leadership through the COVID shutdowns here has just been amazing. So I can't say enough about you guys. What I'd warn everybody else is next year is going to be a huge letdown. So just,
Get used to it, yeah.
we've seen the high point, the roller coaster hill's always got to have another side to it. So, we're on our way down. I also want to say a big thank you to the friends that I wanted to have invited here tonight, and all of you who came, but of course we had some special invites. But as it turned out, a lot of the people that I really wanted to invite are staff Commodores. I wanted everybody who was on the board last time with us, who's still in San Diego, to come down and be here. And so Steve and Shelley Bacalus, thank you very much for coming tonight. And all the folks who were on the board last time, Chris, Mary, Sandra, Jeff, yeah, and Jeff's rum, yes, thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, it's just been a great thing. Any of you who haven't been on the board, that's the great thing about it. You meet a ton of friends for life. Some of them open distilleries, which is a great thing to know. But for everybody else, they're really cool too. So, a lot of people have made comments to me the lines of, oh, it's your big night, right? And I keep thinking, well, it's kind of not really the purpose, right? I mean, the purpose of this whole thing is for the club to get to know the next two Commodores. And that's really what it's all about, right? It's about the members. It's not about us. A comment that I've heard a lot of other people make is a comment that Dawn and I had made also. When we bought the 40.7, we were like, we raced under CRA because we weren't yacht club people, blazers and elk parties and stuff like that. It just didn't seem like our thing. And after a few years, our sponsors, we knew a bunch of people here. We knew Jeff really well, Ian Trotter. The two people who turned out to be our sponsors, Mike Rolling and Brian Hall, who, Mike has no excuse. Brian lives in England now, so he's got an excuse to not be here. But, they've been poking at us. And so we came here, and here we are, right? And why did that happen? It's the members, right? That's what sells this club. That's what's gotten us 90 new members in the last year. It's the membership of this club and how awesome you guys all are. And that's what this is all about, right? Because we're servants for you guys. We're here to make your club run and work for you. And that's what this is all about. It's all about you, the members. So thank you very, very much. You guys are wonderful. Really appreciated this.